Hi everyone, welcome to this Facebook Live. This is the Ask Bess show here usually noon Eastern Time every Saturday and Sunday. So glad to be with you today. I have a lot on my heart today, and very glad for this opportunity here on Facebook Live to sit with you. So welcome Shamala, front row, always the first person on just about. Follow Shamala, very kind, spiritual, professional, smart network marketing woman. This show today is for network marketers, especially what to do now, but it's also for everyone who needs to make an income from home. So stay tuned. Got a lot to share with you today. I hope the real meaty stuff and real important stuff and things that will help you to move your life forward, whether you're a network marketer or whether you're someone who needs to make an income from home. Who am I? I am Bess McCarty, holistic health practitioner, body-mind therapist, teacher, founder, the MLM Millionaire Academy, a generic school for network marketers that Jeffrey David Gamble and I offer to everybody to help, especially in this time. And welcome, Thomas. How are you? I have been a full-time network marketer for years, helped me raise my son as a single mom. But now I'm a dedicated generic coach because this is my calling. My company went out of business. I went into the body-mind field. Now I bring this back to network marketers, and I'm dedicated to being a generic coach. So I love to help people. I'm also called the Shrink of MLM because I've helped so many people, so many network marketers to break through, hundreds and hundreds, to break through to who they really are, break through fears and negative beliefs. This show, by the way, the Ask Bess show, is for anyone to come on, and welcome Nancy, anyone to come on, ask questions here or private message me a question on Facebook, which then I can keep it anonymous and bring to the show and respond to. But here's my first message of all before we start anything. You matter. I hear you. I know we're all going through things right now. I know you're going through things right now. And I hear you. I'll respond. There's a solution to every problem. You are bigger than any problem before you, and you don't have to do it alone. All help in life always brings the help that we need. So I will share some of these solutions in a few minutes. First of all, people have been calling me a lot. One fellow yesterday said, well, I'm out of work. I have time. I need to grow my network marketing business now. Another lady, a massage therapist, said, well, I'm out of work. I need to grow my network marketing business now. And another client who is an entertainer said, I am home now. I need to grow my network marketing business. And all of these people had been wanting to do it, but were just so wrapped up in their job, family, and everything, the stresses of life, that they were not able to do their business. So all of a sudden, they got what they asked for. They got the time. They have the need, the income to build their business right now. So it's kind of cool, watch out what you ask for, because now they have no option. Now they're in a corner, and I actually don't know a better option than network marketing for people to make an income from home right now, which is what so many people badly need. So welcome Mahai, and welcome Jeff. Glad to see you. I am just going to invite some people here while I speak and mention about the why I think this is a golden age for network marketers. People need you right now. People need the income. People need the health tips, helps that you can give them on that. And this is the time to reach out to them. I like to say network marketing to the rescue. But there's a right way and a wrong way to do it. So a lot of people have questions about this, and I'm going to cover these today. So inviting some people on, and if you know people who can use this information today, some tips about the right way to build your business at this time, and reach out to friends and prospects and even your inactive team members who might be in fear and distracted by the news and all that. I'm going to give some tips about that today, and also a workshop that we're doing tomorrow for everyone, sponsored by our school, the MLM Millionaire Academy, by Jeffrey David Gamble and me. I think Jeff's on the line right now, and you can follow Jeff too. So we are offering these helps as well as workshops, free trainings for your team right now. Just private message me and we'll set that up for you. I'll share that more with you in just a moment. So people need you right now. However, they're distracted by everything. They're in fear. It's hard to reach out to them sometimes, or reach out to them in the right way. So I'm going to share with you about that in just a moment. And if you're watching the replay, please type in replays, because I'd like to thank you for that. Some people are sharing this to other network marketing groups that could be watching live at the same time. So if you like to reach out beyond watching yourself right now and then like to share this with other people, that would be a real act of service and love and making oneself useful. That's how to be successful. Okay. So thank you. While I added some people here, maybe you know some people that would like to be added too. So why is this a golden age for network marketing? Welcome, Nancy. Dingus. Wow. Okay, so why is this a golden age for network marketing right now? I think because so many people are in the same spot as I mentioned. There's people who find themselves at home, and some have actually are getting paid to work from home, but some people have actually cut off their income source. So they're in a corner. Lots of people don't have savings saved up for a time like this, or didn't think it would ever happen. A lot of people live paycheck to paycheck. So there's people at home that need an income. Some people are at home because they've been laid off, downsized. Some people are at home because we've been asked, just about everyone in the U.S. has been asked to isolate if we possibly can, or in the world, I think. Some people are at home because they have symptoms of the virus, or they've been exposed to the virus, and some areas have 40% unemployment right now. My daughter-in-law happens to be a nurse, so she is working. However, that increases her exposure. She's a healthcare worker. And my nephew-in-law makes medical supplies, so he is working. So people, I think, in these fields are still needed to go to work, but so many people have time on their hands, like I mentioned at last, have an opportunity to build a network marketing business. So welcome, Steve, a student in our school, the MLM Millionaire Academy, one of our star students. And Kochi, welcome. And Bastos, good to see you. And shout out and thank you. And thank you for the people here who are tagging. And thank you for your likes and loves too. That helps me know that maybe what I'm saying is useful or meaningful to you. So this is your time to shine. If you are a network marketer, this is your time to shine. If you're not in network marketing and you want to make an income from home, contact someone that you know who's in network marketing and say, what's the deal? And you can find out more about that and find out your options at this time. Network marketing is the best option that I know for the business to make an income from home and for health products and immunity at this time. I'll give some more tips about that tomorrow when I'm going to talk about other aspects of this time. But this is your time, network marketers, this is your time to shine and come to the rescue. And yet many network marketers are like, I don't know how to say or what to do at this time. Like what do I say to my friends and my prospects? How do I keep my team moving forward and not paralyzed? How do I get people's attention off the news? They're not returning my calls. How do I answer when people say they don't have the money right now for the products or the starter kit? How can I help people be assured that they can make money right away? And how do you work from home with kids all around? A lot of kids are home from school, and how do you do that? So a lot of parents aren't used to that or in shock. And I do have answers for all these things, and I'll share these in just a minute. I also getting the truck worked on. All right. Wanted to share with you real quick before I go into each of these things. I'm going to cover completely each of these answers, so I hope that this helps you. Right now, I want you to let you know what else that we're doing for the cause. The MLM Millionaire Academy, the generic school for network marketers that Jeffrey David Gamble and I teach in, are donating trainings to your team. if you are a network marketer, about all of these issues, private trainings for your team. We will hop on your calls, the calls and trainings that you're ready to do with your team, we will hop on them. As long as you can get 10 or more people together. And if you don't have that many people on your team, then go to your upline and say, hey, we would like this training. I would like this training. Will you arrange this so that Bess and Jeff can come on and help our team to keep moving forward, stay positive and profitable at this time. There's another thing that we're doing. The MLM Millionaire Academy is also sponsoring a free open training for everyone to come to and attend tomorrow. Because one fellow I talked to yesterday goes, well, I'm just starting my business. I don't have anybody on my team. I said, then the perfect thing for you is to come to our training tomorrow. And that will be tomorrow evening and at 6:45 p.m. Eastern time. It's an odd time because there's so much internet traffic right now, and we don't want it to get clogged up and want people to be able to get through. So to attend that training, just go to our Facebook event, How to Stay Positive and Profitable in These Tough Times for MLM. And that Facebook event is How to Stay Positive and Profitable in These Tough Times for MLM. So if you have a team, let us know. We'll put private training for you. And if you don't, or you want to bring people or whatever to that public event, it's free and open to the public tomorrow. That is our service that we're donating at this time. Who are we anyway? The teachers of this group. And I'm going to answer those questions in just a moment. But some people are thinking, well, who are you? Why should we come to your training? Why should we, have you train our people? We don't know you. A lot of you know us, but some of you don't know us. So here's who we are. Jeffrey David Gamble has personally recruited over 500 people frontline. He's built teams to over 10,000 people in 7 countries in 3 years, and his teams have built over 10 million in sales in 3 years. He's been a top earner in 3 different companies. Bess McCarty, me, we co-teach there. I am an award-winning full-time network marketer for years. Now I'm a dedicated generic coach. They call me the shrink of MLM. I help people to break through blocks and negative fears to their success. I've been a body-mind therapist for over 30 years. I'm a minister, healer, teacher, martial artist, and a very passionate advocate of network marketing. So that is who we are, and we are donating our time to help you. Now, the questions that I promised you to get to, and I just want to get my notes so that I can say these succinctly for you. So, a lot of people want to know, and thank you again for sharing. Thank you for your likes and loves. And if you have a question as we go, please type it in here because I can address that too, to my best of my ability. So, here are the questions that people are having nowadays about network marketers have nowadays. Say, what do I do to keep my team positive and moving forward rather than be in fear and get paralyzed at this time? It's important to focus on the solution and not the lack. For example, if I've heard people say, well, that's all very nice, but people can't afford the product right now. So, of course, that is a certain way of thinking. I'm encouraging a paradigm shift right now, thinking to the positive, thinking of solutions. So if someone can't afford the product, what's the very natural thing to say in network marketing? Well, if you've been on the product and you like it, health product, cleaning product, skin care, energy, all those things that are also very important at this time, or the service. If you've been using this all this time and you like it, how about sharing it with other people? Paying for your own. Pay for your own product. And if you want to go a little bit further than that and make up for some lost income or put groceries on the table, you can do that. You can make a few $100 extra even beyond your own product in this business. And if you want to go further than that, you can make a lot of money in this business. Not right away. Somebody might not get paid immediately, but I'm going to give you some tips to give them so that they can get paid as soon as possible. And welcome, Sean. Glad to see you. Good afternoon, everybody. Okay, I'm cheerful because there is all my empathy with everybody in shock, but there's always solutions. That's the cool thing. Life never gives us a challenge without a solution not far behind. And the cool thing is we get to be creative and we grow from doing this. So we're focusing on the solution. There's no reason to be in fear when you know that there's a solution that accompanies every single challenge. And we can be that solution for people. So, okay, so people can't afford the product. Then they can share it. This is an opportunity to get them to grow, get them to share it, get them to think of other people. Then they can keep using their product, make a little extra money, or make a lot of extra money. Okay, some people say, well, they can't afford the starter kit at this time. There's a way. There's always a way. One idea would be to pre-sell. Say they want the starter kit. Say they know a few friends who might also like some health products at this time. They can pre-sell that. They're their friends. They trust them. They get the money together. They can get their starter kit. Or they can sell something. Or they can do a service. They can deliver home, meals at homes for seniors who can't get out or people who have to be isolated. There's some service that they can do to earn that starter kit. And don't look at that starter kit. Help them not to see that starter kit as an expense, but as an investment. The starter kit is a way to make money. If they say they can't afford the starter kit, you could say, you can't afford to make money? That's what it is. Now, a lot of people would give their eye teeth to be able to make money right at this time. And sometimes it just takes a few $100s to get in. There's ways to get that. Many people don't have that in savings as a backup, but they could borrow it, they could earn it, they could sell something, they could pre-sell. So if they want to, and what other choice do they have? What other option do they have to make money from home right now? So that kind of puts their feet to the fire. A lot of people, their back to the wall, increases their why. We want to eat, right? We need the money. We want to keep the heat on. We want to pay the bills. So the why is greater right now. I just did a workshop, a training yesterday for a huge team in Nigeria, a huge network marketing team. And some of the questions were, well, what about people's motivation? They say they don't have the time. They don't do what they say they want to do. But this is a time when people have the time. And if they don't, just wait a little bit, because they might also lose their job and be at home and have the time too. And their motivation is increased right now. So it's like, wow, this is like the perfect time to help people with their needs and say, I know, I hear you. Now, how do you approach people? And welcome, Jim Bailey. Glad to see you. Hey, Jim is another star student in our school, the MLM Millionaire Academy. And if any of our students that are here want to give a tip for people at this time, anyone here have a tip how to optimize this time for network marketers and reach out to people who need to make an income from home, please leave your tip. If anyone has a question, please leave that. If any of our students, Shamala, Steve, Jim, if any of our students are on here and would like to let people know about the school, please do that. Because you know what? People are coming into the school right now to learn the best and quick ways to get their network marketing business growing fast and how to share it with other people, especially at this tough time. So our methods to, I'll share that with you, right now. Okay, first of all, I'll share this with you in actually as part of this, our methods that we teach. So first of all, how to contact them. Some people are saying, well, everybody's nose is in the news or in Netflix or the refrigerator or something, and they're not returning my calls. People are kind of isolating or hibernating or, ghosting, disappearing. A best way to approach people is like my niece the other day. I just texted her and say, hey, how are you guys doing? How has this affected you? And I meant their health and finance. How has it affected, is John still working? How are you doing at home with all 4 kids? What's happening for you? So that's a good way to do it, is just say, hi, how are you? How is this affecting you? A bad way to contact somebody would be to say, hey, here you lost your job. You laughed at me for being in network marketing. My business is going on as usual. Who's the dumb person now? Not to say I told you so or make fun of them or anything like that. Just be a compassionate, caring support and do it with love. That's what this is about. Hello, Kenny. Welcome. Glad to see everybody. If you leave a comment, then I'll know you're here. If you have a question, please leave that. If you have a tip, please leave that. Let's all work on this together. So a good way to contact people is just, hi, how are you? If you hear a need that they have, or regardless, what you can say to them is, I'd love to let you know what I'm doing at this time in case you know of somebody who can benefit from this. You don't even have to mention it's about them. What you're asking them is a favor, just to listen to you, to help you grow your business, but also in case they know somebody who's in trouble and needs this. They can decide if they are or not. They might feel embarrassed that they don't have savings, saved up, and that they need to reach out and make an income at this time. They might not want to say that. So you can do it that indirect way and say, hey, I wonder if I could share with you what I'm doing in case you know someone who might need this, who might be able to benefit from this right now. Is this a good time? And then what we recommend is that you give them your 10-minute presentation, or it could be shorter than that, about your 5 points: the company, the need that for your product or service, what that product or service is, a brief description of the comp plan and how people can make money from home right now, and then the timing, why this is a perfect time, which is pretty obvious. So those are the 5 points that you want to cover. This needs to be from your company's compliant material. When you talk about the product, do not mention coronavirus, cure, immunity, or anything like that. Just talk about health. This is very important so that the companies do not get into trouble right now, or you don't get into trouble or terminated from your company. Very, very important. So this is how to contact people and what to say. And by the way, what I just gave you, we will cover on the training that we're doing for everyone tomorrow on that Facebook event that I mentioned. How to stay profitable, how to stay positive and profitable in these tough times. We will cover that tomorrow. So this is exactly what we teach in our school, the MLM Millionaire Academy. This script, we call it the favor script, or the always get a yes script, because it always gets a yes. And even when there's not a pandemic going on, we have been teaching people for years to say, hey, can I ask you a favor? I want to let you know what I'm doing in case you run across the right person. You could refer them to me. Is this a good time? That's a magic script evolved by Jeff Gamble from his previous businesses, real estate and all, that he brought over to network marketing. It's the best one I've ever seen. So that is what we teach inside the school, the generic school for network marketers. We've been teaching this for years, and people have been jumping ranks for years and saying, hey, this worked like nothing else has worked like this before. It's easy. I don't get objections. I always get a yes or later or whatever, but if it's my friend, they're not going to say no to me to, this favor that I'm asking them for a referral. So it's really a magical script, as far as the best script that I've seen anyway, the best, easiest, simplest, most duplicatable script for you and your team. And that is how to get people going fastest right now in this needed time. They say, okay, I'm going to put out the money for the starter kit. How soon can I expect that money to come back to me? Well, if they text 10 friends and family this thing, hey, how are you doing? Wait till they respond back and say, hey, I wonder if I can let you know what I'm doing in case you know people who need this right now. And then go ahead and do your 10-minute presentation. After you do that, you can say, thank you so much for listening. Do you know someone who can use this, who needs to know about this right now, who needs to make an income from home? Or do you possibly have an interest yourself in either the products for health or for whatever, or the business? And then lead them to a video, a third-party call, an event, an article. But do not send them your video right away. We found that 70% of people do not use the video, and that's one of the secrets we teach inside our school. Our school classes, we have two classes in there, by the way. The classes, we have a Sunday night basics class. It's very, very inexpensive. It's weekly, 90 minutes weekly of the basics of network marketing. I'll put a link for that. It's something I think that everybody can afford to get into and learn this, and this is what we teach inside the school. Do not send a video first off, because 70% of people don't watch the video. Even if you've prearranged, if you watch this, if I send you a video, would you watch this, and when would you watch it by, and when would be a good time to contact you? Because they get busy, they forget, they're videoed out. It's better to do your 10-minute presentation first, then follow up with the third party. You know, the video or the person who says the same thing you did. It's validated, you know, your third party validation. So those are the secrets that we teach within the school that have had people jumping ranks for years now. Very simple, very duplicatable. It's the best system I've ever seen in all of network marketing. The second class that we have within the schools for people who want to move very, very, very fast, and that is calling leads. That is the second class that we have on Wednesday nights. Don't worry, all of these classes are recorded. People can call in and ask questions that we answer on the recording, which you can hear later in case you can't attend that class. But Sunday and Wednesday nights, we have these two classes within the school. I'll post a link to that. And welcome, Sherry. How are you? So those are our solutions to help people get moving really fast. Anyone can do this who likes people, who has a phone, can make an income from home right now. And it won't start, you know, it won't be an immediate income, but it will, the sooner the start, the sooner the income will come in, which the results will vary from person to person, company to company. But if anyone wants the best solution to work from home, I think it's network marketing. I haven't seen a better one. And if anybody wants the best methods of network marketing to make that happen fast, that is our school. I have not seen better methods. So I'm very passionate and proud and grateful that I have these tools to share with you. That is what we provide in the trainings that we do for your private team. And just did one yesterday with a big group in Nigeria, and it was so good. It was so fun. They were so connected, so focused, so laser focused. It actually went on a long time because they keep having questions. And they were just eating it up. They were just saying, we can use this stuff. This is so useful. I haven't heard this before. We're going to take this and run with it. We're going to message you our results that we get. So I'm very, very happy. And wonder who else would like a training, free training for your team. Just private message me and we will arrange that for you. And this is what we're teaching on Sunday at the event. How to stay positive and profitable in these tough times for MLM. That's a Facebook event. You can find that there. You can come. If you don't have a team for us to do a training for, you can come individually. You can bring people, invite friends. And this is what we teach in our school. That is why people are coming into the school right now for our basics class on Sunday night and our leads class on Wednesday night. So they can start with family and friends on the Sunday night class and how to do that. Start with family and friends. And then they complete that. They just text 10 people a day and work with those people in their, text 10 people to start that favor script. Work with those people in their referrals. When you're all complete with that, then the leads class comes in. So these are how we're helping people to make money from home the quickest of any way that I've ever seen in network marketing. And thanks to Jeff's expertise in these areas. And also to my helping people with the mindset to move forward and implement these things. So we need two things, right? We need the skills and we need the mindset for success. And so between us, we cover these very well. We each do both, but we specialize in those things. Okay, so another question that people have had is how to work from home with kids. All of a sudden, you got your kids all around you and you can't get anything done and you're distracted every 2 seconds, right? So being a network marketer who worked from home as a single mom and raised a son, I can speak from experience and also helping my niece to manage her kids at home. So these are tips that I found work real well with kids. With everybody working from home, my brother is a professor at a university in Illinois, and his wife is a teacher, or counselor, school counselor, and their son is home from college. All three of them are working at home right now, working from home. Hello, Vicki, welcome. And Vicki's a dear friend. So everyone's working from home, and my brother said, hey, tell your audience, tell your people when you're teaching them, tell them how to work from home. He said, we each have our separate room that we go to if you have that. But another tip he said is to set a schedule, set work hours, just like you would go into your office, to make sure that you get your work done. And you can hold each other. You can say, hey, these are my work hours today. Make sure I go in my office and stay there. Make sure I do that. So you can set, find your private workspace where it can be interrupted, hopefully with a closed door. Set a certain schedule. You can even hang a sign on the door to remind the kids or spouse, hey, this is my work hours. I'm at work right now. Not disturbing me except if there's an emergency. You can negotiate. If you have one office or one spouse needs to be with the younger kids who can't respect a closed door, then you could negotiate with the spouse to take turns, take hours. Like one of them for 2 hours could be with the kids, doing an activity, taking them outside in the yard, or doing fun things with them. And then the other one could take a turn and give that spouse a couple of hours. And some cool ideas that I have when I like to play with kids, like my grandnieces and nephews. I just love doing this, and going over and give my niece a break when she needs a little time. But I've come over and I've always brought something interesting for them to do. And they greet me at the door and go, what activity did you bring today? They just eat it up. And one of the things we like to do, so these are some tips maybe you can do with kids who are at home. If suddenly you're an at-home parent that you're not used to thinking of things, I've got all these tips. So here's some tips. Put food coloring in a spray bottle, and the kids like to go outside and spray the rocks, the sidewalk, anything that the rain can wash off later on. Or you can take big sheets of paper outside and let them spray different colors on the paper, let it dry in the sun. And then my niece uses that as wrapping paper at Christmas time, because there's some really cool things that the kids make. And thank you for the likes and loves. I appreciate that. And Sean White says he can't wait for the class and the second method of contact. Not sure what you mean. Was that a question or a comment, Sean? Anybody else have a comment or question, please put that down. If you know, write that down here. And if anyone knows of friends who would like to also see this at this time, please tag them. And if you share with another network marketing group, I'd love that, so other people can be watching at the same time. Okay, so some more tips is that little kids especially, they just love to dig in the dirt. Welcome, Aslan. So just give them shovels. Let them just mess around outside. Give them a little water to build mud dams, and mess around in the dirt and dig, or run around. Some things to do inside. This idea came to me. I brought a bunch of colorful post-its over to my nieces. They have a big glass door, or a window would work. And the kids took these and they put these on the windows, and they can make designs, and they can take that off and remake another design too. So it was really fun. That went on for about an hour, the different things that they did with post-its, designs they did on the window. Another idea that I like is to isolate the senses, like the feeling, smell, and taste senses. So what we did is we put blindfolds on the kids, and then one of the older kids would be a helper. And we did taste tests. They did this like 3 different times. They loved to do this. So one of the older kids, they would get sauces out of the refrigerator, like 12 different sauces, and put a little bit in an ice cube container, and then a little toothpick or spoon to where you dip it in the sauce, and you let the blindfolded person taste that sauce, like ketchup, barbecue sauce, an Italian dressing or something like that. And the child tastes it and has to guess what sauce that was. And they got most of them right, because they lived in that family and they'd eaten those sauces, in their meals. So they just love that game. Another one is to blindfold them and put something in their hand. And then they have to guess what they're holding. Is it a clothespin? Is it a piece of foil? Is it a rubber band? Especially little kids. That helps to develop a sense, the kinesthetic sense. Now the little kids, they always lift their blindfold to look. So what I did is I put it in a bag. I put their hand into the bag so they couldn't see in the bag, and then they felt that thing. We called those feely bags. So that isolates the kinesthetic sense. And then we had sound. They put a blindfold on, and then the older kids would do a sound. Was it a drum or scratching on something? They made a sound that the person had to guess what that sound is. So I hope that there's probably a lot of ideas online too, but I hope that these help a little bit. One of my clients was a 6-figure income in her network marketing company, single mom. She would work in her office, and after school, her son didn't like to be away from her. So after school, her son would come in there and bring his homework in with him. And the idea was that they quietly worked together. Well, he was fidgety after after the first 10 minutes, he started kind of complaining and all that stuff. Come on, when are you going to get done? And all this. And then after a few times, it occurred to him one day, and he said, if you can do this for our family, he said to his mom, then I can do my homework without fussing. So he came around to that. So let's see, who has a question, a thought, a tip? Love to hear from you guys too. I have a couple more thoughts, then I'll end this live and post some links. But remember that you can find that Facebook event that we're doing tomorrow at 6:45 p.m. Eastern Time, an odd time because of internet traffic overload. You can find that Facebook event at How to Be Positive and Profitable in These Tough Times for MLM. So you can go there and find that Facebook event. You can say yes, you're going, and reserve your place. There's no opt-in. There's just a call-in link. But be aware that if we get overloaded on that phone line, that we may be doing a Facebook Live from that Facebook event. So just look for that option. So here's a message for you. Network marketing spreads, right? By word of mouth, and people reaching out. It spreads the same way as the virus did. It is doing. Remember, the virus started with one person in the whole world. One person. And now it is all over the world. Does that show you how connected we are? Does it show you how things spread? Does it show you how things are viral? Do you see a parallel with network marketing? If the virus can spread all over the world, why can't your company? Why can't you? Why can't your business go global? Why can't your own personal network marketing spread all over the world too? Far-fetched? Not for all the top earners in network marketing. That's happened for them. They just start now to build that. It starts by reaching out to a person who knows a person who knows a person who knows a person. If the virus can do it, we can do it. You can do it. It's the same principle. And it is an answer to the virus. Why not? Remember that principle. Wherever there's a problem, there's a solution not far behind. I think that network marketing is the solution to the virus, and it can spread in the same way. It can also be viral, especially now, because people really, really need it now. Step up. Don't get paralyzed. Don't get so obsessed with the news. Don't get obsessed with the refrigerator. Don't get obsessed with TV and Netflix too much. I have to turn the news off. I'll read a little bit, and then there's always the next article they tempt you with, and the next thing to learn. And I have to say, okay, I'm just going to look 5 minutes today to see the update, and then I'm going to shut off the news, not going to look at the news for the rest of the day, because I got people to help. I got people to help in our school. We're doing free trainings for people's teams right now. We're setting up that free workshop for everybody can come to tomorrow. I'm busy, really, really busy helping people. I don't have time to get stuck in the news. I'm busy reaching out to people and helping network marketers to optimize this time, to help other people who need you, who are stuck at home and need you. And welcome, Dakota. I don't have time to get stuck in the news. But a lot of people have been too busy before. They've been caught up in the rat race. This time is almost like a forced retreat for people to take a pause. The world is on pause. It's easier to get their attention than when they were busy at work and trying to, run that rat race. Now the rat race has paused, you guys. Now people can think. Now people can maybe have an open mind to look at network marketing. Even if they said no network marketing, never, 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 they might not have another choice right now. Their mind is going to be open, and that's what crisis does. A crisis opens the heart and opens minds to what they said no before, or they didn't have a need before, or I'm comfortable at my work, I'm okay with my work, I'm okay, I don't want to start something new or look at something new. That's being too comfortable. Now the world has kicked everybody out of their comfort zone. It's a different game right now for everybody. They have a greater why. Their minds are going to be more open to looking at network marketing. And don't say, here's the solution. Listen to them first. Listen to people. Give empathy for where they're at. Oh, I hear you. Is that tough? How is that? Are you worried? Are you feeling stressed? Are you sleeping okay? Listen to them first. They might need to unload before they can hear you. So be sensitive to people that need to talk first. Do this with compassion. Do this with care. Do this with love. That's what this time is about. This time is to develop these qualities in us. The world is on pause from the busyness, I think, so that we can do it this way, to learn compassion and care. People are waking up right now, opening the minds and the hearts. And if you are in fear, I think we all experience that, oh my God, what is this going to mean? Where's it going to lead to? How long is it going to go? How long is the financial tumble going to go? Is this going to last, days, weeks, months, years, what? The repercussions from this, we don't know that. So it's naturally to be in fear of what we don't know. But here's a tip, to switch from fear to something greater. See if you can be useful. The way to success is to be useful. The way out of fear is to say, how can I be useful to people around me? That might mean, I heard of a lady distributing her flyer all through the neighborhood with phone numbers so that seniors who were shut in could have food or groceries delivered to them. They could call her. I know another lady who is spreading the word that people can call her when they need someone to talk to. So that's a way to be useful. Also reach out with your business for people who need to make money from home. This is being useful. That's how to be in service. I'll tell you, we can either be in fear or we can be in service. Which do you choose? Which do you want to do? So that is my solution to fear is I'm too busy to be in fear, to get stuck on the news, to listen too much. I'm too busy helping network marketers to help themselves and other people in this time. And welcome, Teresa, another star student in the school and the MLM Millionaire Academy. And Sherry Farmer says we have a neighborhood Facebook group where we update and offer help. That's cool. Yeah, your neighbors. How can I offer help to you? And service. I know Teresa's all about service and love. So, okay, I think I have said all that's on my heart today. Anybody else have a comment or question? Do you know someone who could benefit from this? I'd love if you share this video with them. Do you know a network marketer who would like a training for their team? The MLM Millionaire Academy, our generic school for network marketers run by Jeffrey David Gamble and me and I are donating free trainings for network marketers for your teams when you can get 10 people or more together for a training. If you don't have 10, go to your upline, say, we would like this training. Will you host this training for us? We want to be part of this training. If you don't have a team, come to our free training open for the public on Sunday tomorrow at 6:45 p.m. Eastern Time. We're doing a workshop, a training that's open to everybody. You can come, bring your friends, bring your team. And you can find this at our Facebook event, How to Be Positive and Profitable in These Tough Times for MLM. So you can go there and say, yes, I'm going, and just get the call-in link. Remember that if the lines get overloaded that time, we may switch to doing a Facebook Live from that Facebook event page. So, and if you would like to build your business fastest, check out our school. We have a super inexpensive class to help network marketers get going the fastest for you and your new recruits. How to talk to friends and family in a way that never gets a no, doesn't get objections, is perfectly duplicatable, is so easy, so simple. I mentioned that earlier in the video, but we'll teach that on Sunday. We teach that in the school. We help people to get going the fastest. So if I were a network marketer needing to get going fastest and help my new recruits to get going fastest in this crucial time, I would be in our school, the MLM Millionaire Academy, learning those basics, how to talk to family and friends and get going fastest with the script that always gets a yes. Doesn't get objections. Okay? And then when I run out of people there to talk to, I join the leads class. It teaches me how to call leads and move fast. When I've run out of my warm market, how to call leads and keep building your network marketing business fast. So those are the helps that we give at this time. That is how we keep moving forward and help you keep yourself and your team moving forward. Imperative at this time. So learn this stuff, put it into action, and then enroll other people, both in your business and in the school. That is my fastest, best answer that I can give you at this time for network marketers or for anybody who needs to make an income from home. If you're not in a network marketing company, find a friend who is and ask them about it. I will also post a link on how to choose a network marketing company, my best really good tips on how to choose a network marketing company. I'll post that below too. Okay? Anybody have any more questions? Keep this discussion going. I'll come back and check and answer or private message me, especially if you want a training for your team. Let's do this. Okay? Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.